Welcome. In this computer programming video, we're going to learn about variables and how you can think about them as boxes. You might wonder why we need to use variables. Well, computers store and move a lot of data. Sometimes you're going to want to assign different values to a lot of variables and put them in different places. Variables are going to be very useful. As we move values around, those set of directions are called assignments. In this video, we'll learn some different ways to write these directions. A simple way to think about variables are as storage boxes. The item that we put in the box is called a value. It's very important to not confuse the actual storage item, the box, with the value that's put in there. The variable or the box can hold only one item at a time. If we decide to put something new in the box, the old value is destroyed. We're going to start today with a pretty simple example of moving circles between different squares. In this case, we have to start by figuring out what represents our variables and what are the values. Remember, the variables are the storage boxes. So that means that in this case, our variables are the three squares. We can call them square A, B, and square T. Basically, these are our locations, and we're going to put different things in there. The items that are being stored are the values. So we have the values of a white circle and a black circle. We're going to want to move the values from one variable to another. As we're going to do this, it's important to agree upon notation. When we do this, we list the variable first. The variable is listed first, followed by the value that's there. So for example, if we want to indicate that we really want to put the white square in box T, we're going to write this T equals the white square, or T gets the white square. So again, the variable goes first, equals the value. Now that we've agreed upon some terminology, let's do an actual example. So let's say that we want to use the fewest moves to switch the location of the white and the black circles. In other words, I want the white circle to be in B and the black circle to be in A. Remember that two pieces cannot occupy the same square. That's because each variable can only have one value. There are going to be a couple different ways to do this. So as you think about your method, it might not be the exact same order of steps as I'm going to use. The first step that I'm proposing is that we move the white circle to square T. I'm going to show drawings for each step. This will help you visualize what happens and not just see the beginning and end result. So after I move the white circle to square T, my drawing looks like this. The next thing I want to do is move the black circle to square A. Moving the black circle to square A gives me the black in square A and the white in square T. Remember, we eventually want the black in A and the white in T. Therefore, it makes sense that our next move would be to move the white circle to square B. This is our desired outcome. As you notice, I describe that in sentences or spoken words. Remember that in computer programming, we're going to want to use some shortcut notations. So typically, we're going to write this using equal signs. So you can see on the right that I use the shortcut notation to symbolize what we said in words. So in step one, we move the white circle to square T. We're going to write this as T equals the white circle. In step two, I moved the black circle to square A. I can write this as A equals black circle. And finally, in step 3, I moved the white circle to square B. This is written as B equals white circle. At this point, you're ready to try a problem on your own. Look at the problem in the assignment and then return to the rest of the video after you complete the next questions.